begin this evening in Chicago, a city you often hear about in the national media. And just this week, a 70-year-old man was shot and killed on the south side when police believe he was caught in the crossfire of two feuding vehicles. And while the headlines of death are constant, we rarely ask the question as to why the violence reached this point. RT correspondent Anya Parampil traveled to the south side neighborhood known as the Back of the Yards to find out.
Like most centers of American industry and capital, everywhere you look in downtown Chicago, it's evident there's wealth. According to the laws of economics we're taught in school, that would perhaps mean some of it has trickled down to the south side, but it hasn't.
Lost several friends to gun violence. We just recently had a killing of one of my childhood friends. His funeral was just 2 weeks ago. I graduated from high school, was incarcerated one time for a misdemeanor crime, and I still couldn't get a job.
I met Jonathan at the Precious Blood Ministry of Reconciliation, where he now works with local youth.
Why do people sell drugs? Like, why do people sell guns or whatever they do to get their money? Like, I mean, it's plain and simple. Like, what do we have in our community that we can go and say, hey, I'm looking for a job, you know, I'm willing to work, I'm willing to do this and that, and they actually invite you in with open arms. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that.
Schools on the south side are either underfunded or closed altogether. In 2014, Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel shut down 54 public schools. 50 were on the poor south or west sides. Stephen grew up in this neighborhood.
Well, I went to school at, like, we did all our work on the computers. Like, they weren't teaching me nothing.
What is abundant in this neighborhood? Illegal guns. In 2016, Chicago recovered 1 illegal gun for every hour of the year. Father Dave Kelly is the executive director of Precious Blood.
A lot of times they'll say this, well, Chicago has some of the strictest gun laws there are. But we're right next to Indiana, and we're right next to communities that don't know how to have strict gun laws. And then, you know, the market of selling guns coming up from the south.
I'm starting to see a lot of assault rifles now. All these assault rifles that I'm sure someone in our neighborhood couldn't get. So yeah, that is the perfect question. Like, where are these guns coming from?
Hearing the conditions described by people here, no economy coupled with gun availability, high rates of crime seem predictable.
You can't take the bus when you want to no more. You gotta watch your back when you walk in the streets. You can't even go to the store, the corner store, without nobody on your back trying to shoot you.
It's the people we grew up with killing each other. Like my friend that just got killed 2 weeks ago, he was killed by someone we all grew up with. Like, we all grew up together. And to know that I went to my homie funeral and then I still know the guy that killed him, is like, wow.
My homie killed my homie. My friend killed my friend.
Why?
Because of a she say, he say stuff.
It's easy to stop the story there. Father Kelly says the media portrayal of the violence ignores its roots.
It's really not a gang issue. The gang is really a symptom of a larger issue, which is disconnect, not feeling like they belong. You know, they have guns, they want to go out and shoot people. That's the story. And that's not really the story. The story is you have young people who have been neglected for generations. This is generational poverty.
Mayor Emanuel has collaborated with the Trump administration to address Chicago's violence by welcoming 20 federal agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. But do people here think more police will make them safer?
I don't think so. You think so?
Yeah, a little piece of blunt in his ear. They put us over, couldn't find none on us. They asked us for a gun to let him go. That's like a bonus for them. Anytime an officer can go in the headquarters with a gun, do you know how good they look? The streets look out for the streets just as well as the officers look out for the officers. How many times have officers did the wrong thing to cover up for their fellow officers? We gonna be a structured government, then that should go for everyone. Officers and all, not just people in poverty-stricken communities.
What solution could the government look to other than policing? Precious Blood's model seems to work. It's rooted in the philosophy put forward by Father Greg Boyle of Los Angeles: nothing stops a bullet like a job.
I 100% agree with that, because that's why I like the work that I do, because we create those programs to where they can have something to do.
I mean, stopped coming to the center for like a month straight, and I had thought about, like, man, I need me some money. and I ain't want to go to do it the bad way, so I started coming back up here trying to get my job.
The Precious Blood community purchased a home to renovate, providing on-the-job construction training for youth. They also have a community garden and art center where they feature work of inmates alongside those in the community, including the breathtaking work of Adolfo Davis, a man sentenced to life without possibility of parole at 14 years old. He was convicted as an accomplice to gang-related murder, though it was proven he never fired a gun. His art depicts his own struggle and the struggle of Chicago. It's perhaps when looking at the art on display at Precious Blood when you can most clearly see reality. The people here on the South Side would be capable of creating anything if only they were given brushes rather than guns.